All right, everybody, this is Deplorable Chicano. I want to talk to you guys about tomorrow's election. For those of you who haven't voted yet, um, make sure you choose wisely who you're voting for. Make sure that you know what the consequences are if you vote wrong. Um, I've already voted, so, and pretty much everybody knows me and my family are all Trump supporters. And I was sitting here watching a lot of this election stuff going on in the news, which I don't believe them on most of the stuff that they say. You know, like I was watching Fox News out of all, and one of their guys came up and said that Trump was the one that made the comment about Puerto Rico being a trash island, a floating trash island, or floating island of trash, or something like that. He's not the one that did that. It was a comedian that said that. That just so happened to be at a Trump rally, which I think that was a setup. Yeah, I think he did that to try to make Trump look bad, myself. But then that's my own opinion, okay? Yeah. These Democrats are trying everything. Kamala Harris is trying everything. I mean, look at, she even offered all the black people that would vote for her or whatever it was, $20,000. Well, to me, that's kind of racism there, because why would you only offer it to black people? Why not offer it to everybody, all of the supporters, to vote for? And that's actually, to me, by doing that, she's trying to buy the black people's vote. And by just offering it to black people, that's pretty racist. It's kind of saying, all you other people, your vote doesn't matter to me. I only want the black. That's what it kind of says to me. I know a lot of you guys think of it differently. I might be too conservative about it. I don't know. But, and then she's always trying to say that she is black, which she's not. She is Western Indian, and Irish. There's nothing wrong with being mixed, because I'm mixed myself. I'm Mexican and Irish. And I don't put neither one of them down. I love both of my races. I love being Irish. I love being Mexican. So, hey, brown and proud, and white is white. I don't know what to say on that. I don't know. Say my wife, right here. She's from Mexico. So the only one in this family that actually could say that the Mexican is her. Mexican American is her. I'm not Mexican American. I'm just an American that has the blood and the background, the heritage of Mexican and Irish. I've had people tell me, well, you're Mexican, you're voting for Trump. Well, I'm also Irish. So how does, first off, people in Mexico don't even like Kamala Harris or Biden because of what they did by opening up the borders. That them people are going through hell. My wife's family lives right there in the border towns, down in Tijuana and all that. Was it Tijuana and Ensenada and Rosarita and Tecate and a few other areas down there that are right up along the border, down the Baja Peninsula. So, and they love it when I go down there. Everybody just loves me. When I go down there, it's a great time. But anyways, enough of that. I talked to them, and they've all told me that they want Trump back in office because, you got the cartels down there that have taken over now. Pretty much all those cities. And are forcing a lot of the people that live there, been there all their lives. A lot of the poor people, they're forcing them to bring their fentanyl or whatever across, the border, and they're forcing them to do it. They're not just, yeah, they're giving them money, but at the same time they're forcing them. They're telling them that if you don't do this for so much, we'll kill you and your family. So you have to take it. You have to do what they say. And so that's why a lot of them are coming across that, are Mexican. And then to top it all off, like the government's been giving all these Haitian and Venezuelans and Colombians and all that money, food stamps, cars, houses, all kinds of things. But if you're Mexican, you can't have none of that. It's not yours because you're a Mexican. You're not from one of them communist socialist countries. And if you support communism and socialism, but then you got to bitch about, racism and Nazism, well, think about who you're supporting. If you vote Democrat, think about it. Gee, Adolf Hitler, if I remember right, he was a socialist. Yeah, he was a socialist. Look at what they're doing now too. When Kamala Harris said that, I just watched a thing with her on there. She said that if Congress doesn't pass a bill on the Second Amendment to take away, to confiscate, people's guns and rifles and whatnot, that she was going to make it a executive order within 6 months. She was going to give them 6 months. If they don't do nothing about it, she was going to make an executive order. Well, you know what? I want her to come down to some of our houses and try to take them and see what happens. It's not going to be a good outcome. So, yeah, she's calling Trump a dictator. That's kind of dictator. She's, a lot of her laws and stuff like that, only dictators do. Like she wants to put that thing on food gouging, on price limits. Well, you know what's going to happen then? They're going to go ahead and say, okay, we'll do price limits. That means for $40 a week, that's all you can get. And we'll give you what we think that you're gonna get, or what we think you need for $40 a week. And that could just be a loaf of bread and a pack of bologna. It could be just that. You don't know. So things like that could happen. And with her plans, and she really doesn't have no real plans. As many times as they've asked her, what's your plan? She can't come up with anything. She ends up reverting to the whole idea of, oh, well, I was born in a middle-class family. Yeah, you were born in the upper middle-class family. You were not born in the lower class like, say, for instance, I was. Because we used to have the poor, the poorest, which actually was homeless. And then you had your poor, which was the lower middle class, which are people that had homes to live in, they were renting or whatever, and they had cars, they had a little job, but enough money to squeak by on week to week to pay for food and bills and gas and whatnot. But they had it. A lot of them were happy. A lot of them were content with what they had because they were able to survive and support their family. But then you had the upper middle class, which people, they didn't have mansions per se, but they had nice houses, nice green lawns, things like that. The lower class had the gangbangers and the dirt. We didn't have the green lawns, really. There might be a couple here and there, as you drive around and look. You might have a couple houses that had green lawns and some rose bushes, but not very many. Most of them had, dirt dirt front yards and backyards and weeds and stuff like that. And they struggled, but they will get along. You know, now us that were in that class are struggling even harder, and it's harder for us to get along. And the people that were in her upper middle class, yeah, they're struggling. They might have had to downgrade their car or something like that, go from a Jaguar to a Volvo. Don't know. Never lived in the middle class, upper middle class, so I don't know what they have anymore. Before I know they used to have their BMWs, Mercedes, and Jaguars and whatnot. Now there might be a few in the lower class, the poor, but those are probably from like some salvage yard or sold in an auction. They just got lucky and won the bid. Yeah. So, and a lot of them were probably stolen too. Yeah. But that's the middle class she grew up in Canada. Yeah. I'm from east of Los Angeles, and believe me, I know what poverty is. I went through it. I could guarantee you she, as growing up, probably never once ever had to worry about when she was going to eat a meal or a breakfast. I could guarantee that. But then there's a lot of us that are here, like me and you. We're working, or you guys are all working, check to check. Me, I'm on my disability now, which my disability actually went down from when Biden got in office. When Trump was in office, I was supposed to get like $2,350 or something like that. I'm down to 25 now. Yeah. So, but that's another story. But anyways, you listen to that lady, listen to her words. Everything is all about her, and she really never could tell you what her plans are. Instead, she just blame Trump on everything. All the stuff that she and Biden has did in the past 4 years is all on Trump. Everything. Literally everything. The open borders. Oh, Trump did that. No, Trump had a pretty good hold on the border. Oh, the economy. Trump had he left a pretty decent economy. I mean, we were flat, but we were pretty decent. We were a lot lower on everything. Gas, food, everything. When Biden got in office, I had 4 trucks. And when he got in office, I had to sell all of them, except for one. I kept one for a couple of years until I ended up becoming disabled, which I had to get rid of, and that money went really fast, more fast than you could ever possibly think. But I watched, one day I filled up in Mount Vernon, Illinois. Me and my wife were together, and we drove all the way over to Knoxville, Tennessee, delivered a load, turned around, came back, went to the same exact truck stop in Mount Vernon, Illinois to fuel up so we could get to Omaha, Nebraska. The fuel price had jumped up 85 cents, and that was like less than, let's see, we got out there that night to Knoxville. We turned around and came back the next morning. So, less than 34 hours. Fuel jumped up 85 cents per gallon. Now, imagine having 2 150-gallon tanks on your truck. How much I had to spend that day. Quite a bit. I think I probably spent close to $1,000. But the night before, I spent probably $600. Maybe just a little bit under. So I went from 600 to 1,000 overnight, basically. So You can't tell me that the economy has gotten better. I remember I used to be able to stop at Walmart, $100 bill, buy enough food for me and my wife to last on the truck because I cooked on the truck. I had my own little microwave, my own little electric skillet, little toaster oven, crock pot, refrigerator, everything. All in my truck. I used to cook. And we'd spend $100 and that food would last us for well over a week. And now, if I walk into a store just to buy a gallon of milk, like yesterday I went and bought a gallon of milk, some eggs, some sodas, and a few other little knick-knack items at Walmart, out of all places, right here in Las Vegas. I spent $89 and didn't even get half of what I used to get before Biden got in office. I know as years go by, every year, everything goes up higher and higher and higher, but not this high, not this fast. Sorry, but no, that's ridiculous. Yeah, and I think if she gets in office, I'm positive we're gonna end up in World War III. I mean, we're already on the verge of it. You know, Putin's already threatening us. You know, the Chinese are already threatening us. You know, North Korea's even threatening us. You know, we're gonna end up in World War III. And those of you that are Kamala supporters and you guys haven't voted yet, really think about it, because you know what, I'm positive if she gets in office, yeah, we're gonna be in that World War II. And if you got family members that you love that are in the military and you don't want to see them go to war, well, you know what? They're gonna go. They're gonna end up going. Because remember, Biden almost, or he actually wanted to pass the draft. He wanted to pass a bill so we could have a draft. Yeah, so think about it. And remember, Kamala did say that pretty much everything that Biden did, she was involved in. Pretty much every decision, you know, that Biden did, she was involved with. You know, it was partially her decision as well. You know, so, and then she tries to play that thing, oh, well, I was only vice president. Well, yeah, you were vice president, but you also signed bills too. You were the one that signed that couple of trillion dollar thing, you know, for the immigration thing, which only 10% of that money went to the immigration, and the rest of it went to other countries, you know. So, yeah, where's our money actually going? How's it actually being spent? It's not being spent the way you guys promised it would be. It's not going to where you guys are promising it's going to go to. And if it does go, any money does hit, it's going to be a very small amount. And you know what? Us taxpayers, we're the ones that are funding the wars. You know, whether you like it or not, we're the ones that are funding it, and we're the ones that are going to keep them going. The way you stop a war is you stop giving those countries money. You want to stop the war in Ukraine? Stop giving Ukraine money. You want to stop wars, you know, in other places? Stop giving them money. Don't fund them. You know, when they run out of money, they're going to have to stop. You know, as long as we keep giving them money, we're going to keep having those wars. So if you guys are really big supporters of all these people, you know, innocent people, then maybe you guys would really think about who's going to be our next president, who's going to make the biggest decisions in the world, basically for the world. You know, and that's tomorrow. All right, well, I'm all out of here, man. You all take it easy. You be safe out there. Be careful. Things are supposed to be, they're expecting things to pop off tomorrow. Yeah. And if you're going to go out and do your voting tomorrow, just be safe. You know, and remember, go by your state laws. You know, if you carry a weapon, make sure you protect yourself, your family, your friends, your neighbors, you know, your community. Yeah. Don't be a sheep. Don't follow the herds. You know, be yourself. Just go by your own actual instincts and do your research. You know, you got tomorrow. You know, which I know I'm putting this video out late. I should have said something before, but I'm only one person, so whether it's going to count, it's going to change anybody's mind, I don't know. I hope it will, but if not, well, you know what? It's going to be all on you. You know, whether you made the right decision or bad decision. Same thing with me. If I made the wrong decision or bad decision, it's going to be all on me. All right, talk to you all later. Bye.